funny.
I'm Fran Banks.
Hi, Banks.
Are you
You're Cassidy? Okay, Fran, Cassidy, and Banks.
I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here. I didn't know.
Maybe we could do this without animal distraction
Right.
this time, right?
Yeah, that's right. You said that. That's right.
Okay.
I forgot that you said that.
Hi, come on in. Hi, Tracey.
Hello.
We have Fran and Cassidy and Banks here to see you
Come on
today.
in. Come sit down.
So go ahead.
Hello, Banksy. Hello, Banks. How are you? You're so handsome. You're very handsome. He says that he's the special dog now. He's the special dog. He says some people are afraid of him because he's so big, and they can't believe he's as big as he is. But he's very proud of that size because he's very strong and powerful. Right? Yes. He's the biggest of the big. But he is. He's proud of that, though. He likes being a big, strong dog. And he has great energy. Very, very happy dog. He says, stop worrying about my bumps.
I was going to ask you about that.
He says, stop worrying about my bumps.
Every single one of them?
Every single one of them. Yeah. He says, yeah, even the bigger one that bothers you. He says, stop worrying about that. See, I'm telling you, Mom, it's okay. It's okay. Listen. It's okay. It's all good. I'm not sick. I don't hurt. They don't hurt. Where are they? Underneath?
He's got booby bumps. I mean, the one on his leg,
one
I
over
know,
here.
that's
Are you a
been
lucky
checked out.
boy?
That's been checked out, but he's got these booby bumps. And one under his leg, that one's a really big one.
He says that they're all good and not to worry. He
Okay.
says it's part of my breed, it's part of who I am, and I don't want to go through a lot of needles poking in them and a lot of biopsy stuff. He goes, they're all going to come back negative anyway. He says, so don't worry about it. He says, I'm fine, I'm healthy, I feel good. It's just on the outside. There's nothing it's growing inside. So he's fine with it. So what kind of questions you have besides the bumps that he already told me about? He knew you had that question because he told me already.
How does he feel if I decided to get another dog? Or two.
Or two. He says you already know who you're thinking of. He already knows who you're thinking of. What are you waiting for?
Okay.
He kind of knows it's in your heart to rescue, and it's important to you to rescue. He doesn't mind his herd getting bigger. He just doesn't, his only issue is that he doesn't want to lose his rank. He is number one, and he has to stay number one. So as long as nobody challenges his number one slot, it'll all be good. He's asking you, Cassidy, if you'll still love him too. He is afraid that you're going to love the new dogs more. The new dog. New dog or dogs.
No, of course you're not. No, but afraid.
So as long as everyone in the family keeps him number one, that's all he wants. You know, and then he'll be all right. But all right. So he keeps showing me walking 3 dogs and walking just him, and I think he'd rather have his walks alone.
Okay. But don't they feel, when I used to have 3 dogs, all right, him, and then when I had my other 3 dogs, I always felt like I don't mind walking one at a time. There's more exercise for me going 3 times around the block,
Yeah.
believe me. But I always felt like the dogs felt like they were being left out.
All right, so do it this way. If you want to walk them together, make sure he's a little bit more in front. He's very, very adamant about this. Very important for him. So if you want to walk them together, and if you feel like they're walking fine together, and that's you're more comfortable with that, that's fine. But make sure his head is like at least a foot in front
Okay.
of the other dog,
Okay.
and that will be okay as well.
Okay, that's how my last dog was. She always had to be in
In front, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why he's so
I
adamant
mean,
about
if
it
we
being his
walked
turn.
just each of us, she was always walking so good, you know, the obedient dog. But every time I walked with somebody, she'd always have to be in
Just to
front.
be, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why he wants his turn. It's his
Okay.
turn to be in front.
Where you go?
So as long as that's on, he's not gonna have a problem with anybody.
Okay.
Now this 2-year-old,
If.
right, he's showing me, I guess he's already connected with her energy, okay, because they can do that ahead of time, but he is all about, she may not be housebroken, just so you know.
No, that's why she's in foster right now.
Because she's not housebroken.
Apparently,
Okay.
apparently she lived in a house, and then I don't know if it's the same family, but they ended up putting her in an outdoor kennel for a year. And now the foster's taking her in and gonna retrain her before she's ready for adoption.
Okay, okay.
And since the rescue knows me and they kind of know after I've been through,
Mhm.
they'll send me pictures. But they're not ready to send her out until they know that she's housebroken, she's
Okay.
ready for a house
Okay,
and
okay.
not a kennel again, you know.
That makes sense, because Banks keeps showing me that she's gonna go in the house, so, even when you do get her, you know, you might wanna expect an accident or two,
Oh, yeah,
okay?
yeah. Well, yeah, new house and,
New scents and new smells and everything. And I do think it would only be in the very beginning, but that's what he wanted you to know too. So that just confirms that, yeah, she isn't housebroken, so that's real good.
How was he before he met us? I've only had him for a year. It's been like exactly a year last Monday.
For Banks?
Yeah. He's a Georgia boy.
Oh yeah? All right, so let me see, do you want to talk about your previous home? No. No, you don't want to go there? He actually shows me that he did hunting. Did you know that? Did anybody tell you anything about him?
Did I
'Cause-
say anything about that?
The old owner said that he was a hunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
they
don't
went
remember
hunting in
that.
Georgia.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, because that's what he shows me, hunting. He did not like that. Did not like it, did not like the scent of
Maybe that's
smell
why
of
he's
animal
not
blood.
scared of like the gunfire or anything. He's not, it doesn't
That makes
faze
sense.
him at all.
Yeah, yeah, because he's heard it before, but he wasn't thrilled with it. He liked to be out, you know, but he wasn't so much all about like a retriever would be, you know, about, you know, bringing back or pointing out or, you know, he's like, I'm not really that kind of a dog. It's not my personality, but I like the romp in the woods. But he's happier now, he says. It was a whole different life. And then he didn't get to come in the house so much. Not as much as he does now anyway, you know. I mean, he's in the house with you all the time now, but he wasn't always in the house all the time. And it was very buggy down there. Very buggy. And again, there we go with the bugs and the itches. We don't like that, do you? You don't like the itchies. No, you don't. Oh, there's...
It's like
I don't blame him.
they found him when, you know, we really don't know how old he really is, but they found him when he was approximately 2, roaming the
Okay.
streets.
Okay.
And they had him for 5 years.
How'd you get out on the street? Show me how you got on the street. You know, I think it was an accident. I think he just lost his way. But you know, his owner was all about stupid dog kind of thing, you know? He was just a dog. Whereas here, he's a family member and he's much happier with that. Said it was not a good place for dogs to get old at.
That dog.
Yeah, he's very happy here. He loves his family much more. Yeah, like that's he's demonstrating. He loves this family much more, and he hugs on cue. We like that. That's good. But no, he did. He spent a lot of time outside. He was a working dog, you know, more so. He had a purpose. That's what his purpose was. He likes his purpose now, and his purpose is to be a family member. And he likes that a lot.
Does he need anything? Is he satisfied?
Let's see.
Thanks.
He says, you know that big bone that you got me to chew on? Maybe it wasn't from you, but I think it had marrow in there. It was like a big Okay, it was you. Okay.
For his
Okay.
birthday.
Oh, well, did you know that bone? I want another one like that. If you're asking me what I want, that's what I want. That would make me happy. I'll take that big bone with the marrow in it. Well, that's awesome. He also says when the winter comes, he would like more cushioning to sleep on.
Okay.
All right, because he's gonna start to feel it now. Okay, so a little more cushioning, little more cushioning to sleep on would be good. That would help him a little, because we've been getting this message all day that it's gonna be a cold winter, and he's gonna feel it. Even if the winter starts a little late, it's still gonna be cold, huh? Yeah, it is. Dogs always can tell. They can always tell, can't they? It's okay, you can lay down. You can lay down. He says he never had anyone think he was so fabulous before you took him home. And he enjoys that, yeah. He enjoys that. No one ever thought I was so great until you took me home. So no wonder why he wants to keep his #1 status. Somebody thought I was that great, I would want to keep that. So it's very important to him because he really didn't have that before. He didn't have that kind of bond like he has now. So that's his big concern. So, but it would be fun to have someone to romp around with because he still has a lot of energy, he says.
Take him to the beach sometimes. He plays with the strangers over there.
He says because everybody loves him. But he would not get lost this time, he says. I won't get lost this time. I got it
He needs to learn
too
to come
good.
to me when I call him then.
Oh, he needs to come more, huh? Yeah, he gets pretty involved in what he's doing. But it's not that he doesn't hear you, he hears you. All right, so now if you want to keep this home, you have to come when you're called. You love this home. It wouldn't let Mom go too far. But if you love this home, you have to come when you're called, okay? It's really, really important. It keeps you safe.
Yeah, hear that? Yeah.
It keeps you safe. He says, well, I don't run in traffic. I don't run out in front of cars. And I think he used to do that once upon a time. Because he's showing I don't run out in the street anymore. But he's very, very happy. And he's very well adjusted. And yes, he'll be okay with it. And I guess we're at a time. I'm getting a time signal, I'm sorry. But I'm so glad that you brought him. Lots and lots of, it was much more verbal this time around than when he was distracted before. So I'm really glad you brought him today. Thank you for bringing him.
Thank you so much for joining us, and join us again for our next episode. You can like us on Facebook, and please subscribe on YouTube because we have a lot more to come. Thank you again. Bye-bye.